What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome back to MKO Boxing, aka MKO Pugilism, where we talk all things boxing. Remember to like and subscribe on YouTube, follow on TikTok, all that good stuff. So let's get into it. So, a bit of breaking news just popped off today is that next year, 2026, there's going to be a big exhibition fight between Iron Mike Tyson and Floyd Money Mayweather. Now, this has got to be one of the weirdest matchups I've ever heard of. Anyone who knows boxing will know that obviously Mike Tyson was a very fearsome heavyweight back in the 80s, 90s, and very early 2000s. He was sort of out of his prime then. But yeah, Mike Tyson is a larger than life figure. He's one of those sort of transcendent guys when it comes to boxing. And obviously, Floyd Money Mayweather is famous for his undefeated record. Both men are very long retired. The last time we saw Mike Tyson was against Jake Paul, the YouTuber, and it really did not look good at all. Mike Tyson looked old in the ring. He looked, at times, looked like he was struggling to walk. And you could just tell that, look, he looked like an old man in there because obviously Mike Tyson is now, what, 58, 59 years old. Um, Mayweather, on the other hand, last proper action was against Conor McGregor, and before that, Andre Berto. And since then, he's been just on this campaign of exhibitions, a Japanese kickboxer, Logan Paul, just these silly, dodgy, nothing fights, just sort of exhibitions. But of the two of them, Floyd Mayweather's the one that sort of looks fresher. He's obviously, at least 10 years younger than Tyson. And of the two of them, he's the one that's sort of closer to his physical prime. He can still move about. He still does a lot of training. He's still got a bit of speed, a bit of snap. Yes, they're both sort of older guys, but of the two of them, Floyd Mayweather's the one that's a bit sharper, and a bit, Floyd Mayweather's in some sort of shape. Whereas Mike Tyson is, slow, and it's just, yeah, it's one of these things where I see the appeal of it from, from I suppose a PR perspective, and this is obviously one of those things that will just play to the casual audience, perhaps the Tyson fans who are not genuine boxing fans, but are just a fan of Mike Tyson, the man, and they just see him as invincible, and they just see him as how he was back in the 80s, and they're just stuck in that, and they see him as someone that's still explosive, still powerful, can still fight and everything, and can still have a go. There's people out there that think like that about Mike Tyson, and I think it will sell to people like that who are kind of a bit delusional and actually believe that he, for example, Jake Paul fight was fixed and Tyson was holding back against Jake Paul, and people who believe stuff like that, I guess they could sell this to them. um but I mean, yeah, it is a ridiculous proposition though, because you've got a welterweight in Floyd Mayweather. Okay, he fought above welterweight to fight De La Hoya and to fight Canelo, but he never was really anywhere above sort of 150 pounds. 100 and I think 52 was their catch weight for Canelo. So he's a, much smaller guy. Tyson's a heavyweight, but what evens it is that Floyd Mayweather's younger, fresher, and Tyson is, he's a grandfather. He's well up there in age. He has no speed or no snap about him. So it's gonna be sort of one way traffic, I think, in Floyd Mayweather's direction. Tyson is still much bigger, and I know these two guys have had not words in the past, but Tyson's had a few choice words about Mayweather, saying that he's a very scared little man and he can't take his kids to school and he needs all these big security guards, and he's not, greatness is being embraced by the people not shielding yourself from the people. So he's had some words to say about Mayweather, gone back and, back and forth a little bit. But yeah, this is it's one of those that I don't think really should be happening at all. But at the same time, with these two being, Tyson being a transcendent figure, and as I said, people are delusional about him. People will believe Tyson's going to knock Floyd Mayweather's spark out. There will be people believing that. There'll be casual fans who perhaps will just look at the highlights of Mike Tyson and say, wow, look at this. This is amazing. And they'll buy into it. And I think if you put something like this on Netflix, it's gonna make a lot of money. It's gonna make a fortune. I think on paper, it's a silly proposition. It's ridiculous and it makes no sense. But I think financially, with Floyd Mayweather's name being big as it is and commercially successful as it is, he's one of the highest earners that there's ever been in boxing, and his name is right up there. Whether for people that love him, people that hate him, his name's up there. He's well known, obviously one of the most recognizable, well known fighters ever. And Tyson, he's the same sort of thing. Tyson even more so. Tyson's like the Michael Jackson or the Tupac of boxing, just one of these figures that people just see as invincible, and people just, they just believe all sorts of things, and he's just beloved by so many people that I'm sure if they put this on Netflix or something like that, people are going to buy into this. People are going to be tuning in and watching and believing something amazing is going to happen. And that's me. That's what I think of it. I think it's silly on the surface, but because of the names of these two guys, it's going to sell, and it's going to sell big. Many people will tune in and watch. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. And until next time, it's MKO Boxing over and out.